Hey everybody, welcome to my Suburban Oasis. So it's a really nice day today and I thought I was going to do a video about how to use deer and rabbit repellent in your yard. But unfortunately it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so it probably wouldn't be the best idea to do it today. So once that rain is finished, then I will try to bring that one back up into the queue for things to address with you all. That was something that many of you requested. Alright, well, if you're enjoying my channel so far, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, even hit the notification bell to get notified anytime a new video comes along. Alright, well today what we're going to do is we're going to do some planting. I've got a few clearance plants and I decided where I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them in this garden back here. And let me just give you a little bit more of a close-up view about what I'm going to move in this bed in order to incorporate these plants. Let's take a look. Alright, so you've seen this garden bed many times before, and you know that sometimes I refer to these hostas as filler hostas, and they're really nice right now. They're doing a perfect job of exactly what it is that they're supposed to do. But what I'd like to do is bring a little bit more color in with my heucheras. So I have these three heucheras here. These are the Mahogany Monsters, and they should do really well in this bed. But what I need to do in order to get them in is move some plants around in here. So you can see I have three of these hostas here. And what I'm going to do is take this one out because I want to put a heuchera right there. I'm going to take that one and I'm going to put it down here. And that's going to actually open up a space so that I can put 1, 2, and then 3 heucheras along here. And I think it's going to look really pretty. I set some of the heucheras into the area where I want to plant them, and that will kind of just do a little bit of an alternating pattern. Also in this bed I had just planted my autumn frost hydrangeas, not hydrangeas, excuse me, hostas. And these hostas are doing really well. It was only one plant, but I was able to divide it actually into 4 different crowns. You'll see there, 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 and the final one there. So I think with all of these different plants in here, it's really going to provide a lot more interest and be very colorful for most of the summer, spring, and fall. Let's get started. So these hostas right here are also filler hostas, and I don't really need. So I'm going to go ahead and dig these out because I do actually like the plain green of these other hostas better, and they're a little bit bigger, so they'll provide better coverage. And what I'm going to do is just take these completely out. And I don't have any place else that I really need these to go, so we're just gonna toss them around. Not worried about trying to keep them. So I've got those dug out now, and I just want to prepare this spot so that I have a big enough hole for a bigger hosta. All right, let's get this one out now. All right, let's move it over. Whenever I'm planting in this area, I always have to be really careful that I have enough soil because this is really an area where I put a lot of small sticks to just decompose over time, and leaves. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with over here. I'm going to put my first heuchera. Then I'm going to put another one in here and another one right over here. So before I go over there to install that, I'm going to take this little hosta out right here. It's a little golden tiara hosta. And that will make room for the heuchera. So this heuchera is the Mahogany Monster. It's by Proven Winners, and I happened to come on these when I was doing some clearance shopping. And I was super excited to find these because I love a good heuchera, and this is one that I don't actually have. Heucheras are incredibly versatile plants. They're very similar to hostas in that they can take several different types of sunlight, shade, partial shade, sun, depending on the variety. Alright, so I think that looks pretty, nice and easy. Now we're going to get the next couple in. As I'm planting, you might hear some joyous sounds from the neighbors. I think they're out on their back deck having some cocktails, which is an excellent way to spend the evening outside when it's so nice outside. So you can see this is really going to bring in a variety of colors here. When I first started gardening, I thought that I didn't really like a whole lot of color, but I changed my mind over time, and especially as it relates to foliage. Foliage can be very underrated when it comes to gardening. Many people get very focused on the flowers, but foliage lasts the whole season for the most part, and flowers are usually just a week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 or 4 at the most if you get some reblooming going. But that's why I think it's so important to bring color into your garden using foliage. So far so good. Alright, let's get the last one in. So I do have to take a pansy out, but this pansy I clipped back and it really didn't come back very well. So I'm just going to get rid of that also. Once I get these planted, we'll show you what it looks like. Last but not least, we're going to give them a good soak. Alright, well here's the new view, and I think it looks absolutely lovely. I just like those pops of color in there, and won't it be nice when that really fills out? It's such an incredible contrast between some of this really chartreuse foliage of these August moon hostas and that mahogany monster. And then it even contrasts really well with the blue and yellow on this autumn frost hosta. And it even looks really good next to the Heucheras. So I think this bed is going to really start filling out. I'm pleased with the way that it's coming so far. It's definitely a lot of trial and error. I do have a euonymus right here right now that's not doing that well. So I'm going to be watching that over time to see how that grows on. I had another one just like it over here and it's doing really well. And then I have one over here that's doing kind of so-so. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a really simple one, but I thought it would give you a little insight into how sometimes I move things around in my garden to make room for other things and incorporate them into my design over time. Gardens are really an evolving and ever-changing landscape, so I encourage you to think about ways that you might be able to move things around in your yard to make things look a little bit more spicy or a little bit more colorful, or even a little bit more simple and subdued if that's the look that you're going for. Well, thanks for joining me again today. I really enjoy making these videos and I enjoy reading all of your comments and hearing what you're doing in your garden. What are you guys doing in your garden? Are you waiting until it gets colder out to move things around? I'll talk to you soon. See you next time. Bye.